You're looking at this video right now. How do you know? By what means are you aware of this video? It doesn't actually matter. What we can say is, you are aware of this video. There is awareness of this video. If there was no awareness, we couldn't be talking about it. You would have no experience of this video without awareness of this video. Whatever your awareness turns to, that is what you're aware of. Spiritual practice involves being aware of this awareness. Whatever you turn to, whatever you're doing, that awareness is present. Otherwise, there can be no experience of what you're doing. You'd have no awareness. Whatever our awareness turns to, that is our reality. So, after a while of spiritual practice, this awareness becomes what you're aware of, and you gain appreciation of this awareness and of how significant it is compared to what we're actually aware of. Where is body? Where is the heart? What is dream? Where are water and flood, etc.? Where is awakening and the cessation of such awakening? Where is birth and where is death? There is only pure consciousness. Consciousness is awareness. Consciousness or awareness is what is going on right now. And everything that we think is going on is exactly that. It's what we think is going on. It's a notion about what is going on. And what's a notion? A notion is an idea, a thought. It's something which exists in consciousness. So whatever notion we've got about what is going on is also consciousness. In the presence of this consciousness, even the smallest and the subtlest of space appears macrocosmic. And this is what our habit is. Whatever we think is going on becomes our reality. Consciousness identifies with what we think is going on. This is what gives us our identity. It's what gives us our world. It's what gives us external reality. Whatever notion we've got becomes real. This becomes our reality. We have a notion about the reality of the body, of physical objects out there. It becomes macrocosmic. We make this distinction between the macrocosm, what's out there, and the microcosm, what's in here. Spontaneously, this consciousness thinks for a moment, and a notion of the world arises, though it is still pure space. So this thinking is getting caught up in a notion. And as soon as we do that, our whole sense of an external world arises. It's just like in a dream. In a dream, we walk around, or maybe even fly around, in space. There's an external world created. Our mind does this. Consciousness does this. It creates notions of an external world which become our reality. It is still pure space. In other words, there's nothing actually there. Just as in dream, only consciousness puts on various guises, and there are no cities, etc. The world is pure consciousness only. It's all of the same nature of dream, of consciousness. For us there is no appearance, nothing unreal or real, no space. But there is only one formless, beginningless, endless, non-dual, infinite consciousness. It's all consciousness just doing its thing. Dream arises without any cause, and there's only the pure consciousness of the perceiver. There's no independent object. When you're in a dream, all objects are of the same nature. We could say that they're of the nature of the dream, or the dream substance. Why do we have certain dreams? Well, we try to look for meaning in dreams, don't we? And sometimes we might find a useful pattern, but by and large, it's all just one thing happening after another. This is the nature of reality. It's a giant play, a bubbling up, a creative springing forth. We can enjoy that. We don't need to get into some kind of nihilism about it, about being no purpose. It should be a source of relief. It's just a bubbling up of unbridled creativity. This is what happens in our dreams. This is what happens in our consciousness. This is reality. Here too there is no cause, and therefore there is neither a subject nor an object. What exists is the pure consciousness, or whatever it is. But it is pure experiencing, which is non-dual and beyond description. It's just experiencing, infinite experiencing. Time is both existence and destruction. The seed is itself all that emerges out of it, right up to the flowers and the fruits. Perhaps if you can imagine one of these stop motion movies of a plant growing and then blossoming. And what does it say here? It's just the seed. It's just the seed doing its thing. I often think of that kind of photography as like fireworks, when you see these flowers blossoming, speeded up. And in the same way, you see this spectacular firework display. What's the difference between that and the actual firework itself, which is usually a piece of cardboard filled with chemicals? It's essentially the same. Even so, Brahman is all this. All this is just Brahman doing its thing, just like the chemicals make the firework display, just as the flower is the seed. Consciousness always shines pure. And you can always come back to this whenever you are aware of your own awareness, which you can be right now. You're aware of this video. Well, look at that awareness. It's pure. Just as during dreaming the dream has the quality of wakefulness, even so wakefulness is also of the nature of dream only. It's one of these discriminations that we make between waking and dreaming. But it's all mind created. It's all consciousness. It's all awareness. When all mental activity ceases, you are that which is. And that mental activity means the identification with notions. It means believing in the reality of your notions. And when that particular activity ceases, there's still something going on. It's that awareness. That is what is. That is our reality.